Okay. Well, I like to throw these up every once in a while just to see how far I've come. So this is all in a day's work. 3, I believe. So I'm just going to get to it. We'll want to save this location. Yes, okay, save this location. This is a trick I learned, which if you go on your... this works in Windows. I'm not sure if it works on the Mac. You copy this path here, and then when you need to create a new project, which I do, new project, you'll come here, and you will paste that location in, and there you have your file path. That's what I'm looking for. Overcoming darkness. May 6th. I don't know why I called it May 06th, but that's what I did. So, here we go. Okay, now, moving very quickly, seeing how fast I can get this set up. Okay, so we have our audio and our video and graphics. I need to work on those. Now, let's see if it'll let me. Okay, yeah, I know. No, you can't. None of this will work. Okay. Alright, none of that will work. Okay, so I'll have to do the graphics later. We'll just go ahead and set up what we can with our video and audio. And okay, we're back up in here, so let's see. Down here. Drag these in. Yeah, some Aware Peaks files don't work. That's alright. We don't need them. Now it's conforming the video. I'll go ahead and create a graphics bin, just because that's all is necessary. And sometimes there are things like in here I will need something from Video Essentials. I'll probably need this one. So we'll just bring that in. It's like a standard graphic that goes in all of these. And then into the audio we will bring, I don't think I'll need this, but I will need a piece of music. So I believe I put the music in, no, I put it down here. So what I'm going to do actually is very quickly go over to here. Oh, not here. We don't want this one. We want the other one. This is what happens when you have so many windows open. Okay, I'll come back to this one and then do a new one, and we'll go to quick access and say May edit files, not edit files. Audio. Okay, now come over here and drop this in. Okay, that way I don't have to grab the video file and we can bring that in because it's just sound. Okay, a little confusing. I used to use that. That's a song we've been playing at the end of the service, and it's from a video, and so it's necessary. Let me adjust this here. It's necessary sometimes to bring the video in just to get that. Let me go ahead and close all of these, and then just open one real quick. Should have opened. Come on. Don't be stubborn. But of course it will be. Okay, so we are in the month of May, of course. Okay. So, I believe the video is ready, and drag. And that's a very quick way to set the sequence settings. Just drag a video in, and we'll rename the sequence. Call it okay. So we're gonna come and probably cut to
Father in heaven, we do want to overcome darkness, but we know that the only possibility of doing it is
okay. So I'm gonna cut it right there. Purple delete. Okay, we'll go ahead and delete that one because what I want to do is sync up audio. So I'll grab. Yeah, here are the right and left channels that I recorded using Scarlett. But I want the mix down, so I'll bring the mix down. And this camera records 5.1 audio, which I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense to me, but that's the way Sony made this particular camera, so I just live with it. Okay, move them over a bit, and then synchronize. Let the computer do the heavy lifting, because otherwise you have to look and try to find the place where it goes. Probably what I should have done to make it easier was cut out the part of the audio that's not being done over there, being used. So, we'll see. Alright, it found it and did it, so here we go.
wise to go back on, and we had studied heaven in the Sabbath.
Okay, so here we go.
One of the ones that was born this year that we sold, and I still remember the day that we took it out.
Alright, so we're going to take this back to the beginning. Okay.
Invite the children forward for a children's story right up here.
Yeah, I think I'll just leave that in this time. If you don't know, I'm using the ripple delete shortcut to just jump back. And but it seems like I've destroyed everything else just by doing that. So let's see. There we go.
Invite the children forward for.
And kind of bring darkness. It's like all of a sudden it broke.
It broke with me imagining Christ.
Okay. Okay, and so this is just the setup, initial setup. But over here,
And then inform that as well. But you're willing to kill people that are lesser.
talking about the ultimate, conclusion. That's the word I'm looking for. The ultimate conclusion of naturalism. Okay.
Periods. That's the progression at the end of time as well.
You shall no longer be called wounded.
Okay. Alright, that's in place. We do give credit for the song. That's the Nebelet family. What else do I need to... Oh, yes, I need to go through and let's say once every 10 minutes, starting from this point here, and put in the lower thirds. So I think I'll put the first one here. But first, as other thing I learned, you can change the length of it. So right now it's 5 seconds, 0 frames. I want it to be 7 seconds. And what I've been going for is 15 frames. Let me try 20 out of 30. And that way, every time you drag it in, it's always the same. So here we go.
An old movie clip came back from 19 years ago. Atmosphere, my heart.
Camera's shifting around, so that's a good as place as any. Okay, so now, let's see. So here, we got minutes, seconds, and frames. And then here's hours over here. So over here, I'm going to add 10 minutes, which would be 15. Let's drop this in there. And
Lydia, the purple seller of Philippi, came. Paul's.
okay. And now another 10 minutes, which would be 25. Oh, one more thing. Lock down your video layers so that you don't accidentally drag, because what happens is this thing, if you drag down in here, will actually cut out a section of video, which you don't want. Thankfully, there's always undo, but that can get annoying, especially if you're doing a marathon editing of, like, I did a series I had 21.
And for whatever reason,
sermon, well, more like
he felt
lectures.
like God had answered his prayers the way he wanted.
Okay, so this is a longer one, almost an hour, so we're going to have lots of places to put this lower third. This one is actually custom, made in Photoshop, because I was using a templates, but then templates, however you pronounce that, and then I decided to go and make one myself because I wanted to make it more fit with what we're doing. And so just the custom nature of that was very, very helpful. So now we have 45, and we could put one at 55, but that's during the closing song. Okay, so that's our setup, and might as well drag in our ending. So we're going to come in here, we're going to say file, import, no, how did I do this again? There's a way to do this thing that you do. Oh, I've forgotten. This is not good. Wasn't that long ago that I did this. It's where you import a sequence, and how did I do that, man? Okay, I don't remember now. Oh, not good. God help me remember. Maybe you do it from here, and it's not a batch list. It's not a file. Okay. Maybe it's done this way. Let me go ahead and run with what I seem to be remembering here. Let's grab that. And then we'll say, not entire project, just selected sequence. Okay, that's how we do it. Oh, man. If you don't use it, you lose it. And very quickly, too. Because that was not very long at all. Okay, create, yes. Okay. So I'm going to select a sequence, which will be sequence 1. I'll probably create a new sequence at some point. Okay, so this is one way. If you've seen my end credits tutorials, this is one way how to keep the end credits the same every time, is to do them this way. And I really should fix this in the main sequence, because I want to keep like that, and then Okay, so these are some default stuff. And okay, all right. Yes. All right. Now, now what we can do with that sequence is we can. We don't need to unlock that video layer, do we? Let's just grab sequence 1, sequence. Okay, put it in there. And so, and I do these in HD because one day I want to have all our stuff in HD. We did have a few of our videos that way, but it was either a borrowed camera or using a camera that I had at the time, which is now broken and unusable. So, okay, so we got this happening. So that's exactly where it should be. And now, okay, so that's the setup for that. And I'm gonna work on those graphics later, but basically that's how I set that up. So I'm gonna come over here actually and take a look at another project and just see if it's more of a, well, it's a different type of project. I like to do these in between these other projects just because it's a change of pace and gives me something to do that's a little bit different, a little more cinematic. Let's see, I put it to -3. Okay, let's go back. See how it grows on us. Okay, so one thing I'm asking myself is why is this clip way up here? I don't think it needs to be that high. I think it can come down from its high horse. I think where I left off, I was trying to do some stabilization. Let's see if you know what? Let's come over here. Let's bring it down. Okay, I think the stabilization it worked except for the way the leaves are dancing. But I have to hand it to them. Warp Stabilizer works. Now, I'm trying to remember what we did. Let's see. Maybe stabilize, synthesize edges. It's gonna have to do it again, isn't it? It's gonna have to analyze again. I hope not, because no, it's not gonna analyze. It's just going to stabilize. So I may use that on a few other clips. One thing that really taxes the computer besides stabilization is adjustment layers, which I am a fan of. Oh, while I'm here, maybe time to clean up this project area. And I'm going to create a new bin. Call it. Sequence. Here's the thing that makes it easier. Just open it there and then drag stuff in. That's because I intend to have multiple sequences in here, so it would be helpful to do that. Video. This is not Still not highly organized, but it will look better than it does now. Okay, so now we're gonna do that, and then audio, because we may put more sound later, depending on what we do. There, it's all nice and cleaned up. Let's see how our stabilization is coming. Or is it? I can hear the computer fan spinning up, so let's see. It's not even going to play for me. Probably not while I'm doing screen capture. So we'll just save the project and come back to that. But this is just basically a short. I've done some. I did another one, Fall in Reading, and what was the other one? Snow Day, Rope Swing. Some of these, are videos that are just kind of put-togethers of different things and out in nature and that. So that's. Well, this one is an old one from last year, actually, around this time. So it's really good to get it finished and, well, see where it goes from there. So for now, that's it. We're all on the day's work 3. I'm not sure if this is going to be a standalone or a part 1. Let's call it part 1 if I don't make a second part. Well, this is the first one. All right. Next